Hello everyone. Let me quickly remind you the strategy which we generally use in the evening time. So the first step is always look if there is a space between, right? The T5 is our first indicator. So check whether T5 indicator is there a nice gap between these two lines, right? That is the first step. See which one you see the such type of gap, right? For example, ES, we see there is a nice gap, right? Generally, if it is green and white, that means it is bullish. If it is something like this, that means it is bearish, right? If there is a nice gap between. So the second thing we need to see is once you see this one, then the other thing we need to see is okay, what is the trend? The trend is bearish. What is the momentum? Momentum is bearish. But is the trend and momentum bearish in all different time frames or only in one time frame? So only in 1 minute it is bearish, but 3, 5, 15 are looking bullish. So then it is better you don't, right? It is little risky. If you see that this is bearish, momentum is bearish, 1, 3, 5 are bearish, then it is a perfect opportunity, right? Then we can confidently take the short signals. Otherwise, if all these are bullish, then suddenly it can turn. So better you wait for this to become green and then you start taking the bullish side trades. So not only looking at this difference, we also need to see what is if the trend is matching with this direction, then there is a good opportunity. Right? For example, yes, right? I asked that question. The trend is bullish, momentum is bullish, and it was looking bullish in all different time frames earlier. Here, the gap was nice between green and white. Then you can take the long trades. Your 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, all the higher time frames, 3 minutes is bullish. All the higher time frames are looking good. So we can, till now, we can take. I'm taking a long on yes. So I took a long on yes. Right? Basically, this condition satisfied, this condition satisfied, everything is looking green, and we got a buy signal. The buy opportunity is also close to the T5 line. But one thing you also remember is at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central, there will be a lot of algos which will be triggering. So don't take any trade around 8 p.m. Central. 8 p.m. Central, 8:30 a.m. Central. There will be a lot of different algos which will get triggered. Suddenly there can be a big up or down moves. So before that time, don't use this strategy. After 8 p.m., you can use this strategy, or from 7 to 7:45 or 5 p.m. to 7:45, you can use the strategy. At 8 p.m. from 7:45 to 8, you better avoid this strategy because sometimes the algos can suddenly you can make huge profits or it can also go in the other direction. The algos can change the direction. Generally when you can also go to NKD and check. I hope you can see the screen right. Okay. So I hope you can remember. So here crude oil, This is bearish. This is bearish, but the trend is looking bullish here. Volume, momentum, trend is bullish, so better you avoid this one. Because your 3, 5, 15, 30 minutes, everything is looking bullish, so little risky. If you see NQ, it is a good one, but better you wait for price to come close to the T5 line because already it moved so much away. If it comes back to this line, again it can go all the way up. During this time, even if we take 2 or 3 contracts, our risk is general, right? Don't take around that 8 p.m. Other than 7:45 to 8 p.m. Even if you take with a 150K contract, 150K account, even if you take 2, 3 contracts also, your risk is minimal because suddenly you won't have sudden bounces or drops during this time. So I missed taking more positions on this. 2850. Yeah, with 2, 3 contracts, that would have done our target for today. Now price went so much away, right? So you should not try to buy now because it went so much, so there can be a pullback. So always wait for a pullback, wait for a red candle. If you see a red candle and then you see a green candle, you can go long again. But don't go with a FOMO thinking that, oh, it can go further right? Right? Because already there is one, two, three. This is a small red candle, four green candles. So we may see a pullback now. Same thing in Q also. We'll get a red candle. Yeah, I said red gold that 8 o'clock algos. So yeah, after 8 or 7:45 to 8, don't take any trades. Generally, all the metals can suddenly change the direction at 8 p.m. algos. Now again, if it drops and if I see a green candle, we can go long one more time. Or you can wait for the next T3 buy. If I get another T3 buy, if price comes and starts moving up, we will get another T3 buy signal. So one way is you wait for price to come in close to this, and then you see a green candle, we can go long. Wait for a green candle. Evening time, generally we use 2 minutes. You can use 1 minute or 2 minutes. 1 minute sometimes there will be too much of noise, so better we use. I took long one more time on ES. I took four contracts with ES. Again, take only if you have 150K account. If you have 50K account, better you stay with micros. Because if you see here, still there is lot of gap. It can go further right. All your time frames are bullish. Again, even if we make even if we make $100 multiplied with five accounts, that is a $500 profit. Right? And whenever you take a trade, you look at last five candles, and then you can see where is the lowest point, and you can just go and put a stop loss there. In case of any sudden news or something, our account will be protected. And once your trade is closed, make sure you go and cancel those orders. As of now, we have long with ES. Still, the candle still did not close, so the T3 cell can disappear. In 5 minutes also, it is very bullish. And so our risk is minimal. Because your direction is long, trend is bullish, volatility is trending. Momentum is bullish. It is not in a range. Either 1 minute, 5, 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour, everything is bullish. Again, the gap increased between the T5 line. You want, we can even do sell market. Again, it can move much further high. But again, if we get a pullback, if it touches this, we can enter one more time. It always look at the proximity between the T5 and the candle. And also it went all the way to the top in 1 minute. So, minute. What first thing we saw is which one has a nice gap. We saw that ES has a nice gap. Second thing we saw what is the direction is good, trend is good, volume, volatility, everything was matching. 1, 3, 5, 15, 30, everything was bullish. So that's a perfect opportunity. So it takes just 1, 2 minutes for us to see like okay, which one is matching with everything. This is matched. We have buy, then this is matched. So that's it. And when ES is moving good, generally your NQ also will move in the same direction. And then generally your RTY also will be in the same direction. Your YM also will be in the same direction. Your NKD also will be bullish. 5 also, it is already at the top. So better we wait for the reversal. Further cancel my stop loss orders. Because in 1 minute it went all the way to the top. Right, it started dropping. Right, if you want to hold for long, right, for your personal account, you can still hold it. Right, but for scalping, because it went all the way to the top, now again some trend is changing. So now if again candle goes little bit up, we can take the short. Right. First thing is we need to see a red dot here, and then this should come close to the T5 line because now your 135 everything is bearish. Right. If you're trading in 1 minute, 2 minute, you look for 1, 3, and 5. If you're trading in 5 minutes, you want to look for 15 minutes. We got a sell here also. If it comes here, we can add one more position. In 1 minute, it started dropping, so it can come all the way down. Because last 1, 2 hours, it was bullish. It went all the way up to nearly 645. It went all the way to the top, and then did some consolidation for some time. No, trying to draw. You can see the shape of the curve, right? If it is again pointing towards the upside, it can go up. But if it is pointing towards the downside, that means there is a high possibility for a drop. It can come all the way down. Especially right after a big move, big up move, if you see a lot of consolidation, then there will be a big down move. So one is you see for the gap between both the lines. Second thing is see is it pointing towards the downside or is it pointing towards the upside? So one thing you need to say is, right, as I said, whenever there is a big up move and you see lot of consolidation, after lot of consolidation, finally sellers took the control. Right? It is like a breakdown. Right? It was choppy for so much of time. Then suddenly sellers took the control, so they can bring it all the way down. So risk is minimal when you short it during this time, right? Don't use this strategy in the morning time because that will be very volatile. So only during this time I can take the contracts and mm, you can just look at this and you can determine the direction. Still there is a lot of gap. St- Still it is pointing to the downside. Yeah, that's it everyone. So in the evening time, especially your performance accounts or if you're a new trader, this is very, very low risk strategy, right? Where we are watching, right? You use 1 minute or 2 minutes. We look for a nice gap. Generally, whenever you see this gap, it will also show 135 bearish. So if 135 are bearish, then we can go and take the trades. That's it, everyone. In the morning time, the T8, 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 right? If anybody missed this morning, you can see like how many trades it gave a perfect, gave a nice opportunity today morning. This one, T8, or sorry, need to use T8. In the morning time, this is a perfect strategy where you can make some big gains. You don't need to scalp. So generally what happens is, right, especially after 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Central, this is the best strategy. Right, after 9 a.m., if you see a T8 strong buy, right, S buy stands for strong buy, and you see a nice blue bar at the top. That means here it is very bullish, right? You can also see this particular one is much bigger than all the other candles here. That means there is a huge buying volume. Suddenly, some big players are pushing the price up, right? It was dropping below the consolidation box. Suddenly, some billionaires came in and buying some thousands of contracts. Immediately, this bar is huge. Suddenly, instead of dropping from the range, it started moving up. So all you need is whenever you get a strong buy, you can go and put a vertical line. You see that, okay, this is nice. We got a perfect confluence. Then if you do SPX bull puts or even SPX call, right? Sometimes it will come little bit down and again go all the way up, right? It may try to do a double bottom, but it will give a much early entry. Your so this is a strong buy. Then your buy will give little late after all the filters are applied. Then buy will come. So then it went all the way from nearly 53.74. It went to 54, nearly 70 points. So when SPX, you can use ES, NQ, YM, RTY, everything. Right, this is 1110. If you go and see ES, right, exactly at 1110, you got a nice bullish candle. And then it went all the way to the top. Right, this is where we can buy SPX, bull puts SPX calls. If you see NQ, right, we got T8 strong buy, nice bullish bar. NQ went nearly from 18,800. It went all the way to 19,080. Right? That is nearly 300 points up. Last 15 minutes because it went all the way till the resistance. There was a drop. Right? Generally, last 15 minutes they try to reverse the market. So last 15 minutes they brought it down, but until 245 it moved huge. So at the same time you can use YM. So YM also started moving at the same time, 11:10. Then it went all the way from 4350. It went to 41,000, nearly 600 points. And then even NKD also will move. NKD, same time, it's a huge move. RTY, same time, 11:10, huge bullish bar. It went all the way from 1860 to 1896. Right? At the same time, most of the other stocks also will move. So Nvidia, right? We got a strong buy, E8 strong buy. Then from nearly $109, it went all the way to $112. In last 10-15 minutes, there was a small drop. Then crude oil, This is a normal buy. This is a strong. So you can keep the notification on the strong buy. If you get a strong buy, at the same time you see a nice blue bar which is much bigger than all the other bars. That's a perfect opportunity. Right? It went up, small pullback, and then it went all the way up nearly $700. So just if you follow this one between 9 to 3, easily you can complete your evaluations. Easily you can make nice profits with your performance accounts with a minimal risk. Right? All we need to do is wait for the buy signal, wait for a blue bar, and then you can go below the support, put your stop loss. Generally, it will stay above this, even though there might be small ups and downs. But finally, in 1 2 hours, you can hold the trade. You don't need to worry much. Just you can go here, go to T8, and then you can set a combo by combo sell. Right? Combo means it is looking at multiple indicators and giving a right. It is looking at order flows and all those things. It is also looking at T8, 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 and then it will give a buy or sell. So if you just set this notification on 5 minutes, and then just wait for this notification. You can do it on stocks, options, futures. This is working so good. So yeah, today, right, we took SPX bull put, so we made 100% gains on that, and then we took ES long. We made nice gains with ES long. Yeah, from tomorrow we can take a lot more opportunities. Yeah, because I was doing all testing over the weekend. It was working good, but I wanted to try out. Yeah, it nearly gave a lot of alerts, and all the alerts worked fine. So now I am testing in 1 minute in the evening time, but evening time generally it will be choppy. We cannot right. It gave buy sell in 1 minute. In the morning time, 5 minutes is good. So we got a T8 strong buy. Mm, but we don't have this one. Yeah, we may have to test for 2 3 days to make sure. In the morning time, I use 5 minutes between 9 to 3. In the evening time, I can use 1 minute. So if you get a nice green light, that way, if you get it close to the support, crude oil GC 32.38. Okay, we got a combo buy sell on GC at 32.38. We got a sell here. Nighttime, I have to still test it, but yeah, nighttime when volume is very less, it is little risky. But morning time, it is working very, very good. So even with your personal accounts also you can use, even with your prop firms, or it will be useful for tomorrow also. I'll show you in the live session demo with different if you see media. You can see that combo by sell at 11:15. Right, it is at 109. At 11:40 it was at 110. 11:45 it went to 111. So immediately it moved nearly 2 points. Crude oil, right, we got a combo by 61.69 at 9:05. This one was at 60.88 at 11:15. From 60.88 it went all the way to here. Yeah, this is where I got around 1110 from 60.88. It went all the way to nearly 61.5. So your T8 also shows you support and resistance. So here you got above the support. It went all the way till the next support level. You can put the profits at the next support level. But yeah, that is working very, very good. So one combination is our normal combination price pulse. Whenever you get PP buy, PP sell, you compare with the T5, you can take the trades. Then in the evening time is T3 along with T5. That is a perfect combination. Then the other one is this T8 along with T88. So it is up to you, whichever you feel is easy, right? Everything. So there are members who are making a lot of money with top trend. There are members who are making with price pulse. It is up to you. It doesn't mean that price pulse is bad or T5 is bad, right? Even T55 also I mentioned, right? T55 we made some changes so that you can easily, because the other one some members mentioned that it was little confusing. So here, if you see something like this, right? There are all the, it was in consolidation or it was sellers were taking the control and suddenly you can see the dots. That means now it is consolidation. Suddenly you got a strong buy. That means suddenly buyers took the control. Then it moved huge. In the same way, when there is a consolidation, sellers took the control. Again, it's right. It is a strong sell. So you can follow this combination where T5, T55 price pulse. If this gives a sell, if your price pulse is also in sell, your T5 is also in the red color, then that's a perfect opportunity. Or if this is buy, your price pulse is in buy, your T5 is in buy, that's a perfect confluence. So that T55, T5 price pulse, that is also working very good. So again, all these are different. So that for someone who want to take low risk, T5 price pulse, T55, that is the best combination. Someone who is okay to take little more risk but want bigger profits, T8, T88 combination is best. In the evening time, you want to take low risk and make some nice profits, T3 and a T5 combination is the best. And all you need is just practice, right? Just understand the strategy and practice. Right? Don't try to copy the trades because it's not easy to, right? Especially because futures move so fast. So that's why quickly we enter exit. It is not easy to copy the trades, especially in the morning time. But once you understand the logic and practice it, you can easily make profits. You can easily make nice profits. So yeah, we need to use logarithmic only for this T55. We don't need it for T5. Yes, T8, T88 strategy works with prop firms also, but you need to have 150K or bigger accounts because with 50K, because there can be some small drops before it actually goes up. So T8 gives much early, and right before it starts going all the way up, there can be some little choppy action and then it will go up. So that's why if you have 150K, 250K, 300K accounts, T8, T88 strategy works good. So event is on Wednesday and Thursday, Wednesday morning and Thursday morning, where we'll do the live session. Um, So for T3, if you want to get the changes, all you need to do is you delete the existing indicator and add the new one back. Then you will see the new table. Right? This is again, right? All the tables are useful. This table is also very useful, but only it is like a different view. That's it, right? In a vertical format, so that sometimes when something is at a small corner, we may not observe it because this is covering the entire chart. So sometimes you can easily see that oh, 1, 3, 5, 15, all are bullish. This is bullish. This is bullish. Momentum is bullish. So let me only take the buy signals. That's it. But yeah, the other table has actually more because you can see what is the momentum in all different time frames, money flow, trend strength, volatility. This has a lot more information. But only reason to develop this is so that you have much bigger view on a in a vertical format rather than the horizontal. So again, my objective is to make everyone successful, right? All I need is your patience and your interest to learn and practice. If you learn and practice, then yeah, there is plenty of money to be made. So that's where, right, trying different ways so that for some of you, if price pulse is not working, then maybe T8, T88 will work best for you. So that giving you different options, different combinations, so that you can choose whichever you feel is easy for you. You can use that and you can practice and you can consistently use the same strat. First thing is, yeah, first few days you have to understand how to use and which one is looking easy for you. The second thing is once you identify, then you just keep using that consistently. So you will become perfect in that. Uh, yeah, yes, yes, still. Uh, no, we cannot add to T5 or T55, the indicate this one, because they are small panes, right? It should be added to only price pulse or T3 or T33. Okay, because, but yeah, in the evening you can use 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, tick trader allows news also, but it is always little risky with the news event, right? It is a binary event, so always there is little risk. If somebody want to take the risk, they can take tick trader and trade during the news event. Generally, news events are mainly for evaluation to performance because your investment is less. You want to quickly make money during the time, or sorry, quickly convert EA to PA without spending a lot of time. And then use this evening hours every day. You spend 1 hour, right? In 1 hour, you made more than $500-600 with ES, ES short, ES long. That's it. Just use this strategy, 2 minute strategy with T3 and T5. If T5 is bearish, you take the short trades. If T5 is bullish, you take the long trades. Even you take two contracts, three contracts also, risk is minimal because generally they move in one direction. It went all the way up for 30 minutes. Then it will drop for next 20 minutes. Again, it will go up. So the trend will not suddenly change from bullish to bearish unless at 8 p.m. the algos will execute. During that time, suddenly there can be a change. So 8 p.m. Central, 8 a.m. Central, 8:30 a.m. Central, and then 2:45 p.m. Central. Those are the times where these algos of big companies will get executed. Suddenly they can change the direction of the market. So you have to be careful during that time. Yeah, that's it, everyone. So tomorrow, if anybody it changes, again, if anybody has three indicator plan, if they want to get two more, they can get the $100 plan. If anybody has five, so if you go to the same bot, you have the $100 plan. You can add two more indicators. Uh, yeah, right. Tomorrow with one or two trades, you'll get back right with the T88 strategy. Especially if you do bull puts, bear calls, there is a lot of money. Every day we can make huge money with using that strategy. So tomorrow again, I'll show you in the live demo. And just whenever you get the signal, if you take bull puts, you can make nice profits. Whenever you get a sell, you do a bear call. So even though it stays choppy a little bit and then moves up, then you can make nice profits. So that's a huge opportunity. Even we can also get the calls, but getting bull puts, bear calls is much low risk strategy with that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll post the timings. Good night, everyone. I'll talk to you tomorrow.